Dig this.
Well, from the second to one, and now they got the man trapped in third and taken out. And second and two, handoff goes to McCaffrey up the middle, finds a little room, lot more room, and he's off to the races.
Welcome to the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. You're listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show with your host, Kate Diggs from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with the large heart, and co-host Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida. Also co-hosting, we have G-Dub from Austin, Texas, and finally,
Here, man. I know you're gonna dig this.
I thought I deleted it. The second to one, and now they got the man trapped in third and taken out. And second and two, handoff goes to McCaffrey up the middle, finds a little room, lot more room, and he's off to the races.
welcome to the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. You're listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show with your host, Kate Diggs from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with the large heart, and co-host Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida. Also co-hosting Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. These are your hosts, bringing you the ultimate in sports news for the ultimate sports fan. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now sit back and prepare to get into another episode of the Just Us Sports Talk Show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Mo, got to be more careful. Be more back with us today. What you got on? Is that a faded Pittsburgh Steelers jersey?
Man, it's on purpose, baby.
Look here. We got who we got from Ohio on the line? Got somebody from Ohio. We got Curry out there. Is that
Hey, good evening.
Good evening. Is that Mr. Who we got from Ohio on the line?
Oh, you already know.
Oh, what's up, brother? What's up? Okay. Hey, so before we go on, I want to send out prayers to Michael Ray Richardson, better known as Sugar Ray. Played most of his time with the New York Knicks, passed away over the weekend. Did somebody else, another professional player that passed away? I'm missing, guys. Was that the only one right now?
Easily.
And Kenny Easley passed away also. Played safety for most of his career with Seattle Seahawks when they were in the NFC, not the AFC, but the NFC, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And also we want to give a shout out to Matthew is on the line with us today. Sad occasion for him. His grandmother passed away a couple of days ago. But this is the good part about it, ladies and gentlemen. He got a chance to see her, got a chance to talk to her, got a chance to watch the Ohio State Buckeyes win a game this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Life is precious, man. It's really precious. And at least he got a chance to spend time with her. So we thank God for that. And keep him in your prayers as well. Matthew, we got you on the line. Is there anything you want to say before we move on, brother?
No, not really. You're really kind of on point. I'm just ready to get into these sporting topics that you got in store tonight.
Okay. So first up, guys, Major League Baseball. Can I ask you a question? Why is Congress getting involved in baseball when we got more other things to deal with the Congress? They're asking questions about baseball now. I mean, am I missing something, guys? Am I missing something? Can somebody tell me if I'm missing something? Yeah, same thing. So I guess they're saying the members of the Senate Committee of Commerce, Science, and Transportation, which oversees professional sports, called the allegations against guard pitcher Emmanuel Clace and Luis Ortiz markedly more seriously than any recent bets indicated in baseball. Federal prosecutors on Sunday indicated that Clase and Ortiz has been accused of rigging individual pitches over multiple games, so gambling association could profit wagers. So I'm gonna say this. I think our government is doing a good job with stopping people bringing drugs into the country, because we know what's going on down in Venezuela. I can understand that, but leave the betting thing alone, because let whoever's in charge do that, and they're not in the Senate, they're somewhere else. Nobody knows exactly who's doing what, but I think they're doing a pretty good job finding people that's doing the wrong things. And there's an article out there about a player in college. I had it up, I can't find it now, that was shaving points off of games in college because he had just had a newborn baby. College wasn't paying him any money, so he had to do what he had to do. I'm not saying what he did was right, but he tried to find a means to the end, and probably was the wrong means. He's ineligible to play professional. He's ineligible to play college basketball anymore, and he probably won't even get to the pros. So I'm sorry that it happened to him. I understand why he did what he did, but I don't agree with it. So that's that. And if you guys don't know, the awards for Major League Baseball came out, and I got to ask you guys a question. So, Manager of the Year went to the Guardians. I get that, because they were down about 15 games and they made that thing tight. But I don't know about Pat Murphy being the National League Coach of the Year. What did you guys think about him being the Coach of the Year? I just want some comments on you guys on that one. Anybody? Nobody?
It's football season, man.
Nobody
care about baseball no more.
I didn't even know who Coach of the Manager of the Year was.
Yes.
I didn't know who Pat Murphy.
Y'all gotta be on. Y'all gotta be on top. Y'all gotta be on top.
I didn't know
who
Pat Murphy is. He said like he should be on House of Pain.
He's a Brewers coach. See, that's what I'm saying. He's a Brewers coach. Even though they had the best record.
Look how much the Brewers ran away with the Blues. The Brewers ran away with the
okay, so
they don't count the playoffs.
So let me ask you a question. So is it that the gap was that big that they ran away with it? Or is it because he had the better record?
The Brewers to be good.
Didn't even answer my question. Was it the gap?
That's the answer. Nobody expected the Brewers to be good.
The Brewers in the playoffs last year.
Not the best team.
No, they wasn't the best team. But so are you saying that he got it because of the record, or he got it because of how many wins they were ahead of Phillies?
It just was how good the team was playing. They had the best record in all of baseball.
Okay, so my question to you is, why don't every team that has the best record in baseball manager wins the award? Because that's not always the case.
Like you're saying, why didn't the Toronto coach win it in the American League? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think if they're basing it on, and reading the article, they're basing it on the gap that they had between the Phillies, the teams they swept during the season. But again, I don't agree with that, because I think Phillies manager should have got it. I don't think so.
All the injuries
all the injuries
ran away with it.
All the injuries, but
I agree with that. They still win the Philly.
But I think that with all the injuries, and Philly still get to where they got to, I think that should say something. I'm just saying.
Then the Yankees should have won.
True. I'm not disagreeing with you on that either. I'm just saying, if they're going to say that they had the best record,
not about injuries.
Then no, it's not. But if they're going to say
how your team was playing,
right, but if they base it on wins, then every team that has the most wins in both leagues should win it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying the Brewers ran away with it. They were spanking people.
So, do you think that? I mean, they swept the Dodgers. Do you think that was because the Dodgers they was playing chicken, or they just faking out till they got to the playoffs?
No.
Because the thing about it is like I don't know. But anyway,
do you think Robert should have got it?
Do you think Robert should have got it?
No.
I got a question.
I think he did one heck of a job this year. I think he did one heck of a job this year dealing with the issues with the pitching. And to me, I would never ever question him again about being the manager, because I was not a big Dave Roberts fan. But from this point on, whatever the Dodgers do, I'm not going to question him ever again. Somebody said they had a question.
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
In case of World Series MVP, do you think it should have went to Ohtani, or do you think it should have went to Yamamoto? Because I think Ohtani put up a great World Series number 2 as well as Yamamoto. So I thought there was some controversy about that.
I think Yamamoto.
So what do you think of that?
I think Yamamoto proved himself when needed to be proven. He did. He kept them in.
Yamamoto pitched in 3 games.
Yeah, he definitely did his thing. Ohtani, the bats wasn't there for that whole series. I just think the more experienced team won. I'm not gonna say the better team. I think the more experienced team won.
Absolutely.
But I think Yamamoto. I
think he's around giving a good fight though.
I think he should have got the MVP. Comeback player of the year, it went to Jake Grom from the Rangers and Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Braves. I totally agree with that, because he was hurt last year a lot, year before last, and he came back this year and he played really good for the Braves. As we all know, the Braves got a new manager now, and let's see how well this goes. I had pulled up something else about the odds maker for the next World Series, but I can't find it now. But again, when the meetings get ready to start, and I think the Yankees just signed somebody to a year deal, a pitcher, Mo.
Southpaw Ryan Yarbrough. He was on the Yankees already.
Okay. All right, man. Let's jump into some college football. So the Penn State Nittany Lions won this weekend. Yay!
Who?
Penn State. Yay!
I think James Franklin going to Virginia Tech is the biggest. Is the biggest story.
I was going to bring it up. Virginia, Notre Dame handled Pitt really well this weekend. That was a game I was kind of scared about with Notre Dame. But right now, looking at the bracket, they got what I like is they got 1 Ohio State, 2 Indiana, 3 Texas A&M, and 4 Georgia. They got Notre Dame, and this is probably going to change. Alabama's not going to be in it. I think that's Tulane, Texas Tech, Oregon, Oklahoma State, Miami, and Ole Miss. But if you look at the standings right now, Alabama's going to be out of it because they lost again. All right. And let me see who else was in this that lost. I think it was only top 10 team that lost, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we can probably see a different set of 10 and 12. You got BYU and Vanderbilt at 11 and 12. Utah, they got Miami. They predicted Miami to get in there. I don't know. That's going to be kind of hard because they got to still play Virginia. If I'm not mistaken. Or they lost to Virginia, right? Did they play Virginia already?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't pay attention to college football. Only NC State.
SMU and who was the other team that lost to?
It wasn't NC State. It wasn't NC State.
They lost to SMU and Louisville.
Spanked NC State last week.
Louisville, there you go.
Yeah. So look out for the brackets coming up. I know they got some more. They have a lot more teams. I mean, a lot more bowl games. I think they added like 3 or 4 more bowl games that I think they start right before Thanksgiving, and they go all the way to in New Orleans. I mean, in the New Year. So the James Franklin situation, guys. Do you guys think that was a great move for Virginia Tech?
Yeah.
I think it was. But the most unusual thing about it is that they signed him during the season that's still going, which I think they did that so he can start his NIL recruiting occurrence before the NIL season starts.
Okay.
Because once that NIL portal comes in, he can potentially get some recruits or flip some commitments or get some people from Penn State to come down there to play for him.
Yeah. So this is the weird part up here in Pennsylvania. And Rich, I don't know if you listen to the high school football forum. I don't know if you are part of that or not, but Kevin Brown decommitted from Penn State, right? And so somebody got upset about it because they said, "Oh, he really wasn't a Penn State fan at all." And I'm gonna say this to the person that said it that's his choice to stay or go. And they said he was committed to Franklin, not to Penn State. And I'm like, when you're recruiting somebody, you recruit them, you tell them this is how we're gonna have you involved in what we do here at State. Okay. You get a new coach in there, how you know what how he's gonna implement you into the program. If you don't know who you are. I mean, you still can recruit the same people, but now you got to sell this person on wanting to come to Penn State again. So I'm the whole kit and caboodle, everybody that was going to Penn State, all of them decommitted from Penn State. And like Matthew had said, they signed him now, so maybe they may go to Virginia Tech. I think Kevin Brown will probably end up going to West Virginia. Mickens, I don't know where Mickens going to go right now. He really hasn't made a decision at all. But those two were the 2 kids from Harrisburg that were supposed to go to Penn State. Speaking of Harrisburg, we won this weekend. We're moving on to district finals against Central York. Congratulations to the Harrisburg Cougars. Congratulations to Central York. May the best team win, which hopefully will be the Harrisburg Cougars. But I'm going to tell you this right now, Rich. If it's raining over Cedar Cliff, I won't be going. I don't have a raincoat. I'm not going.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Mo, when did you get rid of your dreads? Are they still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you had cut them.
I ain't going Ludi yet.
Hey, just circle back to that James Franklin question there, because you only got like one response from it.
Go ahead with your bad self.
Yeah, I was gonna say you asked was that a good fit for Virginia Tech. I think it definitely is a good fit for Virginia Tech. Because look at where Virginia Tech's program is right now. I think it's going to be a huge uplift for Virginia Tech because Franklin, I mean, he didn't do a bad job at Penn State. He just didn't do an acceptable job at Penn State. I mean, he got what he had, like 10 wins 6 times. I mean, that's going to be acceptable at Virginia Tech. Because if you win 10 games up there in Virginia Tech, and then look at the competition versus what he's got to play against at Penn State.
Okay, that makes sense.
He must try to win the ACC. Then he's got a shot at getting into the playoff round.
Mm-hmm.
And with this transfer portal now, the way it's set up, and Jay Franklin can coach. Don't kid yourself. The guy can coach. So he just had a problem with certain teams, but I think it's going to be a great fit for Virginia Tech, and I think there'll be a team to watch out for. And also too, Penn State came out pretty good on that deal too because they cut his $48 million buyout down to $9 million. So by him going and getting that job at Virginia Tech, that saved
they say Virginia Tech almost $40 million.
Right. Mo?
I mean, excuse me, Penn State almost $40 million.
Go ahead, Mo.
Do you want if they want to win games?
If they want to win games,
sure, it makes sense to do James Franklin.
It makes sense to do James Franklin.
You want to fill out the stadium? You want to go ahead and actually bring back people and actually be able to recruit. You should have talked to Michael Vick.
You should have talked to Michael Vick.
Even though he's terrible in Norfolk State, because he can't get players. He would get players at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
And that's the only reason I say that about James Franklin, because Michael Vick is coaching right now. And they did it to take James Franklin away from other people before other coaching opportunities become available, which could be better than Virginia Tech. So that's why they did it.
Right.
But at the same time, I think you have to look at Michael Vick.
Okay. So have you guys heard anything about Penn State, who the next coach is going to be? Because everybody that they were supposed to get then got locked up longer. Now, I did hear something about a coach from one of the assistant coaches or OC from Ole Miss. Did you guys hear anything about that at all?
No. The only thing I've recently heard with Penn State, and it's just to wait and see what happens, is there's a potential rumor going around that could be Brian Dable, the former Giants head coach, just with the connections he has within game recruit. Like, if he were to become the head coach, he would get the recruitment, but be best players within that part of the country, not the country as a whole when it comes to recruitment.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just out there in la la land when it comes to college football. I don't know if I'm gonna have a team. I'm just gonna be able to just talk about everybody without nobody getting mad. Everybody getting mad at me. I don't really care. So, but again, you look at the bracket. It's gonna be full force, and within 2 weeks we'll know who's where and what. Does anybody think there's anybody out there that can be Ohio State?
No.
Wait a minute. Didn't I tell you it's going to be the Washington coach? I mean, the Alabama coach that won't be the Alabama coach after this year?
Really?
So they're going to fire him?
Yeah.
The only team I could see Ohio State potentially lose to, and it's just a wait and see, because I think we're in year 3 or 4 going into 4 this year, that Ohio State hasn't beat Michigan.
Okay.
And that's been the struggle for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it has.
Because Ryan Day can win all the games and all that, but when it comes to that contract, if he can win the Natty all he wants, but when it comes to Ohio State fans, if they don't beat Michigan, then it's like the Natty is like a piece of paper.
Okay. All right. Anybody got anything else for college football before we move on? Get down to
Lane Kiffin is currently at LSU tonight doing a visit.
Lane's at Ole Miss.
He
took a visit.
You said he's going to LSU to visit? That's hilarious.
Someone within the Reddit community, one of the LSU board members hired someone to hire in some bushes at the airport because they were tracking the LSU plane, and it landed at an airport in Mississippi. And it came back to Baton Rouge, and someone got a photo of Kiffin getting off the plane with his family. So who knows what the discussion could be? Because I think a few people within the community thought he could be a good NFL coach. But if he does decide to go to LSU, that just means more interesting stuff for the SEC.
Okay. So let's talk about this Texas A&M game with this state trooper guys. So I'm gonna say this. How can I say this and be politically correct? Removing from if they removed him from the games, that's fine. But he should have been fired because there's something about this. This don't sit right with me behind this guy. Now I guarantee you, if anybody do some homework on this guy, you might find some things that just ain't right with this state trooper. I'm trying to figure out what was his purpose of what he did. And then they had Johnny Manziel on Shannon Sharp's podcast talking about protect our house. And he came back and recanted. He's like, yeah, he was wrong. He should never did what he did. But that's a kid. You know what I'm saying? He's an 18, 19, maybe 20-year-old kid that didn't do anything wrong. And if you look at it, you'll notice that he tried to walk. They tried to open it up so he could walk past him. And he did it. He pushed him himself with both shoulders. That to me, that's disrespectful. And that goes on the grounds of, as you guys would say, privilege. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make a good look for the state troopers in Texas or wherever we call it. What's the station? Whatever station that is. That don't give them a good look, because if one person does that, how you know somebody else don't do that? You know. But give me y'all guys' thoughts on that. You know, how y'all feel about that. Do you think he got relieved that day for the rest of the game, but he can't do any more sporting events? Do you think that was enough, or do you think that should he have lost his job totally? Because again, I think there's more to this, but I think it's more behind this than just that. Any takers?
I think he's eventually going to get fired, just based off the reporting. Obviously, with all college football games, we have rivalries or even close football games that, like, teams that you might consider as a rivalry, even though that they're not. You're going to have these troopers who are supposed to be trained for these type of stuff, even though they're rooting for either the home team or the away team, even though they're trained not to. When it comes to that current event, you could see that the officer's emotion kicked in, and it looked like he wanted to, like, disqualify the player in any way. Okay. So when they did it after the game, when he got relieved and all that, when Texas A&M University State Police relieved him from his duties, about an hour later, Texas State Police is now allowing him to work. On top of that, he's going to be under investigation within the state of Texas. So essentially, he's likely done eventually within the next couple of weeks.
Exactly, because I think there's more to it than just what's being said. Anybody else got comments? Any more comments?
I think he's going to get fired.
Okay. All right, guys. So, what's the Pittsburgh Steelers Cincinnati Bengals yesterday? What is up with the spitting on players, man? That is the most nastiest thing you could ever do to somebody, man.
It's disgusting.
And he lied about it.
Which makes it even worse.
I would have given him another game for lying.
And he should have got 2 games for lying. You know what I'm saying? Because if you watch the game, they was trying to get up really close to find. The cameras couldn't really get close to see it. But then I guess they had another camera that zoomed in, and they saw the spit come out of his mouth. Now, I don't know if he spit on him. I don't know if it went on his helmet or if it went on his jersey or whatever. But I'm like, yo.
Oh, it went inside the helmet.
Okay. Hey, we lost Rich. Yeah, hopefully we can get Rich to come back. But Mo, you're still a fan, man. What's your thoughts on that right there?
first, man. Steelers fans were so upset. They were blaming Jalen Ramsey. After I was mad too because I'm like, you don't get thrown out when it's like 10-point game at that time. Period. But then I was just like, you wouldn't do that unless there was a major reason that he did that. And then after the game, I heard he had spit on it. I'm like, I get it. Because we had won. If we lost the game, there'd have been nothing you could say for Jalen.
Right.
But at the same time, we won the game going away. And then he lied about it. There's got to be something about it. There's got to be something that does more than one game. There's got to be a huge fine. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of people getting away with stuff.
And I mean, to spit on somebody, man, that's the lowest. That's the lowest of the low. You can't.
We've seen that before this year too.
I think that he should have. I think it should have been at least two games.
Remember what he did to Minka before too.
What did he do to make
the double barrel salute?
Oh yeah.
He always does this when he gets beat down by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, because he definitely didn't have the game. He didn't have the game he had the first time. But he had two. Did he have 3 catches? Maybe
3 catches, 30 yards.
Okay. Yeah.
Locked down.
T. Higgins messed up my fantasy too, man. Speaking of fantasy, our league, I'm undefeated right now. People got all kind of excuses of why their team ain't
talk about our league.
You see, I'm saying nobody wants to talk about our league.
I would be honest about it. After the first round, the second round, and the guy said, "Yo, go back. You took a pick for me." I didn't pick my third pick, which my third pick would have been Jonathan Taylor. But at the same time, I didn't pick him.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's all in the chat from that day. I went on after that. I just went on. I went on auto.
Auto. Okay. All right. So yesterday, NFL news, man. Hey, Curry, the Dolphins is trying to save my man's job. What's going on?
I don't know that they even have to try to save this job. To be honest with you, Stephen Ross is one of those owners that he's gotten rid of general managers, he's gotten rid of head coaches, but never once has he gotten rid of the head coach and the general manager in the same year. He either gets rid of the general manager and keep the coach, or get rid of the coach and keep the general manager. So it don't surprise me if it won't surprise me if he's still there. The only thing that is going to be disrupting is if he does make the announcement that he's bringing Mike McDaniel back, because I think it's going to be a slap in the face to the fan base, because Mike McDaniel has only digressed since his first 2 years his first 2 years he got there. I mean, he was the talk of the town. Everybody wanted the next Mike McDaniel.
Yes.
And now you look at his last 2 years, and granted, injuries has played a part, but injuries plays a part in every sport, not just NFL and not just with the Miami Dolphins. So those are things that you have to overcome. So he's just only digressed, and he's sitting at around about a 500 record. So what reason would you want to bring him back? But I don't put anything past Stephen Ross, because I don't know who's advising that guy or who's in his ear telling him that he needs to just stick with what he's got and run it back. And I know he's getting old, and he probably don't want to go through another rebuild, reset, or whatever. But Mike McDaniel, in my opinion, and I think I'll speak for probably 80%, that may be a little high, but I say I speak for at least 75% of Dolphin fans. They would like to see a new coach come in there, and because otherwise he's just going to lose that fan base until Mike McDaniel's gone.
If you could be the GM, who would you pick? Who would you have as your next head coach?
I've already told you that I would hire Ray Agnew Jr. as the general manager. And I would let him hire his own coach and let him bring in whoever he wanted to bring in. Because if you got a general manager and then you're going to bring him in and say, okay, you can have this job, but you stuck with this coach. He already knows that this coach is only 500 at best through his 4 years with you. I mean, his hands are tied, you know?
Right.
And he can't fire the coach because you handpicked him and told me I got to stick with this guy. So I wouldn't care who they brought in as a head coach, but if they, even if they keep Chip Kelly, if they keep him, let him hire his own coach and live and die with that coach. Don't put him in there and say you gotta deal with this because you're dealing with a hand that he can't win with.
Okay. Mo, what's the status on your boy, your quarterback? What's the status on him?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
He has a fracture in his left arm. They're still running more tests to see if he's going to be able to play this week. You know, he loves to play in Chicago because he owns them. But I don't know if it makes sense for him to play this week. And I got to be honest, the offense looked better with Mason Rudolph after he went out the game.
You know what?
I think this happened in Indy, though. Because it was at the start of the game that he was actually doing it. Not that the left hand should affect you when throwing, but it just looks like something is off for him for the last couple of weeks. Especially against the Chargers. That was terrible.
Watching that game yesterday, because for some reason Baltimore and Cleveland was on at 4:25, and the Rams and Seattle was on at 4:05. I by the life of me, I can understand why is the East Coast team playing at 4:25. That just didn't, to me, didn't make no sense.
They were hoping the Browns would be good this year.
But the defense is good. It's just the offense ain't got no. The offense ain't doing nothing.
Hey, should have kept Flacco.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now, though. If they could just, I mean, we've been waiting for a quarterback since 1999. You know what I'm saying? So if they could find,
you know who you should have drafted, right?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you who they should have drafted. He in Buffalo. That's who they should have drafted.
No.
Who?
No. The kid from Ohio.
Who?
Ben Roethlisberger. He wanted to come.
But I don't think they did. I don't think they needed a quarterback at the time. They didn't. That wasn't a need at that time for quarterback.
You said you've been needing a quarterback since 1999.
Right, I understand it, but I think when Ben came through, he was not. I don't. Well, maybe they.
It was you guys. You guys were talking about drafting a quarterback, but you passed on it.
Was it Tim? Did him and Tim Couch come in the same time?
No.
So. Tim Couch was earlier. Tim Couch was before him. I can't remember.
2004.
I can't remember who
you guys took somebody that I left. I think that's the year you took Winslow.
Kellen Winslow, the tight end?
I think so.
Okay. That's Surgeon Wynn. Was Surgeon Wynn back?
That's the year Eli Manning came in. That's the year that Ben came in. Yep, y'all took Kellen Winslow, number 6.
Okay. And so apparently they must have felt they had a quarterback at the time. I'm just saying, I don't know. But
man, y'all ain't had a quarterback since Bernie Kosar.
So I'm just saying though, I think they
real quick.
Go ahead, Matthew.
The Browns QB in 03-04 season was Kelly McComb, and Tim Couch was the backup.
Who was the backup?
Tim Couch.
Yeah, because we lost to y'all in the playoffs, I think the year prior to that. Was it 45 to 46 or something bananas like that?
Actually, that's the year Jeff Garcia was your quarterback. 2004.
Okay. So that's probably why they was probably still searching. But if they would have went and got the kid in Buffalo, we wouldn't have these issues right now. I kept telling them to go after him. They would not do it. They would not do it. We got Rich back on
Mahomes.
You passed on Mahomes.
You traded down.
Everybody passed on Mahomes, so I don't feel bad
about that. Trade down.
Kansas City traded up. Kansas City traded up.
I'm just saying, but it is what it is. So since you got Rich back on the line, Rich, San Francisco 49ers, man, look good this weekend, man. What's your feeling towards them? Is it because of the Arizona Cardinals, or they just was ready to rumble?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it was the Cardinals because they're just playing bad. And also, I think that the Niners were just ready to put their foot in somebody's behind. You know, I think Brock Purdy coming back was a jolt to the offense. I like Mac Jones ran the offense well, but he was not looking for George Kittle. And you see what happens when you look for him.
Hey, Mo, got a question for you. Kyler Murray, will he be a Steeler next year? Mo?
Maybe.
He should be.
I will say there's two other guys.
Okay.
Two other guys.
We listening.
A draft pick. Or Mac Jones.
Matt Jones.
Yeah.
What's up?
Playing in San Francisco.
From the 49ers. From the 49ers?
Yeah.
They ain't letting him go.
They're going to trade him.
They ain't gonna let him go.
They're going to trade him.
Yeah.
Trade him for what?
Okay,
so okay, wait a minute. All right, so we got a Steelers fan on the line, on the air. We got a 49ers fan. So Mo said there's going to be 3 choices for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year. I said to him about Kyler Murray. He said he could be a possibility, or they could draft a quarterback, or they could trade for Matt Jones. So we got 49er fan on the air with us. Rich, talk to me. For a 3rd round pick, y'all gonna give him up?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, if they give us a 3rd round pick, they overpaid. I'd say maybe a 5th or 6th.
I think a 4th is probably real, but I think it's going to be a couple of people that are going to try and get in. I think Cleveland going to try and get in there too.
I would.
So who will be your backup now?
Whoever will find somebody, draft somebody. You know,
it ain't that easy. It ain't.
It
Make it
is.
sound like it's so easy.
They'd have made Mac Jones look good.
Right.
Who's
Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Like,
but the thing about it is so the offense is easy. Maybe it's easy to learn offense or whatever the case may be, because even with all the injuries that San Francisco had, Matt Jones really looked good. I'm not gonna take none away from them. They won some games they should not have won. But again, if you're looking to bring in another quarterback, I don't know if you're gonna draft one that you think is going. If Purdy gets hurt, which Purdy is known to get hurt every season, I don't know if I'm bringing the rookie quarterback, because that window for y'all is closing, right? Everybody thought the window had closed this year because of all the pieces that y'all lost. But if you look at right now and look at the division, the Rams, Seattle, and the 49ers, all 3 will probably make the playoffs, right? Because the Rams are done with the 49ers. The Rams play Seattle one more time, and the Rams should beat Arizona both times. So I'm looking that it's a good possibility that all 3 teams can make the playoffs, because only one team in the NFC East is going to get in. The NFC North, that's up for grabs, with Chicago being 7-3, Packers 6-3, Lions 6-4, and then Tampa's in there. Carolina is playing 6. They're 6-5, but is anybody scared of Carolina right now?
We play them this week.
No.
They got a good. They got good. Their defense is playing really good football.
Bryce Young needs to be called Mr. Hyde.
So So let's talk about that for a minute. About Bryce Jones. Bryce Young. So what's going on in the NFL where you have Baker Mayfield doing well, Sam Darnold doing well prior to throwing 4 picks yesterday, Matt Jones doing well. What other backup quarterback we're talking about out there right now that's doing well?
Jacoby Brissett.
He's playing good. He's playing good. He's playing good football for the Arizona. Just can't win.
Even Houston. Even Davis Mills looking good.
So what is it that's causing these quarterbacks to resurge yourself to be winning quarterbacks now? If we look at it, we want to say that Baker Mayfield probably is head and shoulders than everybody else right now because we didn't think Baker was going to be that good in Tampa.
I think Sam Darnold's better than Baker.
But
even after that bad game.
Even the situation with Sam Darnold, I think Minnesota was too high up on McCarthy. Because right now he's struggling. He's really struggling. He's only had one good half, one good quarter this whole year. I think they should not have got rid of Darnold. I think they should have kept him there. But it was a blessing in disguise for the Seattle Seahawks. But I'm just saying, what's going on that we have quarterbacks that we thought was going out the pasture and they're not. They're still playing good football. I mean, look at Tua down in Miami. He's not playing bad football. He's keeping them in games. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think is happening? Have they dummied down the offense for some of these guys to put in plays that they like? You know what I'm saying? Or they're making it not as complex as before. There's something going on that allow these quarterbacks to play as well as they're playing. I mean, because you look at.
Go ahead. It's all about who you surround your quarterback with.
Right.
I'll use 2 quarterbacks as an example: Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold went to a terrible New York Jets team, and I mean he just didn't stand a chance there, being a highly drafted quarterback. He just didn't have nothing to work with, and playing in the New York media is tough to begin with anyway.
Right.
So he goes to Carolina, which was a much better team. So he didn't have any offensive line around him and receivers to throw to, so he's just flying around for his life. So when he did get around a team that had some decent receivers and a decent defense that could, get him the ball into a decent field position instead of starting from inside the 10 all the time, like maybe it was with Carolina. And then you take Baker Mayfield. When he was in Cleveland, I think Jarvis Landry and OBJ ruined that guy.
I totally agree
They did not support him. They did not want to play with him. And yeah, he probably had a little cockiness about it. But you ask me, I don't want a quarterback that's got with a dog in him that's got a little showboat about him. I don't, and play like they play, but I think he ended up going down to Carolina. He kind of followed that same path that Sam Darnold did. There's nothing to work with, but once you
they were together.
So I think that's the whole thing in a nutshell. You got to surround these players with some halfway decent talent before you can actually, put a grade on them.
Okay.
We forgot another guy.
Who's
the
that?
Bigger guy.
What did you say? You said you forgot a guy?
We forgot a guy. You talking about Baker? You got to talk about Daniel Jones.
Yes, sir. I was just about to say that. You got to talk about Daniel Jones.
We did forget about Daniel Jones. I had a brain fart did for me. I'm like, Daniel, who talking about? Yes.
It's all about the fit.
Before we go to talk about Daniel Jones, I lost my train of thought. Matthew, you watched this? You watched the game against the Rams with Seattle.
Yes, I did.
The Rams almost gave that game away. I don't know what was going on there. It was like two different teams the first half, the second half. But Sam Darnold was 0-5 against the Rams, and he's averaging three picks a game against them. I don't know what they know about him. I just know that it didn't look good yesterday, but they still stayed in the game because you guys got a great defense. I have the utmost respect for Seattle. Watching that game yesterday, because the second half, the Rams really couldn't do anything at all. If it weren't for turnovers, they would have lost that game. But if you got 4 interceptions and you only came out the game with 21 points, that's just a lot for your defense. And you had I think the number 5 and Rams was number 1 in defense and Seattle's number 5 in defense. I think that defense is going to carry both of those teams a long way in the playoffs. I'm gonna say this. I don't want to see Seattle in the playoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care where the game's being played at. I think that he's not gonna turn that ball over like that no more. But I definitely don't want to see them. So, Matthew, what's your take on Seattle?
Well, first, with Darnold with yesterday, I feel like the Rams have studied like his skill set throughout his career. So with the performance yesterday, I wasn't really surprised just by looking at his past stats against the Rams. The second thing is with the way the team record is and some people brought back to Tom Brady back in 2004 where he threw 4 INTs in one game and lost, but still had a good season. The question is Sam Darnold able to learn his mistakes that he had in Minnesota, not as a team, but on himself? Because if you look at last year, Minnesota did amazing, and they went deep. They went to the playoffs, but then they lost.
Okay.
Because some quarterbacks have that mental muscle memory to where they don't have to worry about the fans or the sports media or anything like that that's distracting them. I believe Sam Darnold right now is still in that process where he's trying to figure out how can I keep all this out of my head and focus around the team.
Okay, that's a fair.
Now Seattle as a whole, as long as the O-line can be healthy for him, because yesterday there was an injury on the rookie O-line, Zabel, which he should be able to return very soon, maybe within end of this week or the week after. But if the O-line can stay healthy and the defense can run the nickel correctly and get timing in within the cornerbacks and the linebackers, because the D-line is doing amazing for one. It's just the linebacker and the corners, they have to be, even if you have to flip the players to the opposite side of that position to see if they do better on some, because some players do better on the left side than they do the right side. Some do better on the other end.
Okay. That's fair. That's a fair take. All right, guys. New England
we
Patriots.
We gotta talk about one game. Wait a minute. We gotta talk about something because I still don't understand what happened.
What game?
The Chargers and the Jaguars.
I picked the Jaguars. I mean, I picked the what did I pick? I picked the Chargers to win that game. I think it was.
The Chargers lost 35-6.
No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Chargers came to Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked Jacksonville to win that game.
Yeah. I don't understand it though.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I know the running back got hurt.
So they're down 3 running backs, right?
Yeah, but still. I mean, Jacksonville has an okay defense.
Well, you got to keep in mind, too.
But you
Chargers lost their left tackle and their right tackle on offense.
Look how they made the Steelers look.
Backup tackles.
Look how they made the Steelers look last week.
But that game was at home, though. And I think – so let me ask you guys a question. Is it harder to play coming from the East Coast to the West Coast or the West Coast to the East Coast? What you think is harder?
West to East. Much harder.
West to East.
You said west to east?
Don't forget, you're losing 3 hours when you come east. And, I don't think the West Coast team's going to adapt that time change, when you lose 3 hours back. I think it makes it a little bit harder for them. They were going the other way around because we can gain that time and, get better.
So let me ask you guys a question. Do the teams from the East Coast come here on a Thursday, or do they come here on a Friday? Anybody know?
From the West Coast?
Friday. West Coast?
Yeah, if they come in west to east, Friday. They come here on a Friday.
Yeah,
so maybe they should come on a Thursday. Maybe she come on Thursday.
No, then they lose a day of practice.
A day of practice.
They probably don't do nothing on Thursdays anyway.
They do. They do a walkthrough.
They do a walkthrough.
They do a walkthrough on Thursday, then a walkthrough on Saturday.
Then a walkthrough on Saturday.
Walkthroughs anyway.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you, I think so I'm gonna say this. I think you should come earlier than later. And like when the Rams went overseas, they went the day before or something like that. I think they went the 2 days before or something like that. I don't remember. It was something crazy they did, but they came out and they played well. And so I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's, east to west, west to east. So I don't know, but I think that if you come in east, if you're coming from the west to the east, I think maybe if you come on a Wednesday or if you come on a Thursday, especially if you have, and that Jacksonville game was at 1, right? That was not even, see, I think that too, if you come west to east, maybe that game should be a 4:25 game, or should it be the 8 o'clock game? Because now you still get more time to acclimate to the time frame that you're in. So, yeah, the Chargers are they're
taking the home field advantage away from the home team.
The thing the Chargers they're one of the question marks out there. I don't know. Go ahead, Mo. You gonna say something?
I know. When the Dolphins went to Spain, they left on Monday last week.
So they spent a whole week over there, pretty much.
Yeah, well, they got to get acclimated to it because Spain were over there, and they were 6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, still stuff like 5 days before Ireland.
Would you say?
Hot take. 5-year Super Bowl will be in London.
Oh no! I'm telling you right now. I knew it's coming. What? I got a bet with somebody. What? I got a bet with a friend of mine that Super Bowl will be out of the United States within the next 10 years. It's going to be a done deal.
It's definitely going to happen within 10. I'm saying it's going to happen in 5.
Because if you think about, if they already got the stadiums already for the next 5 years. They don't have anything else after that. Now, the only thing that might change that scenario is if the Browns get a stadium within the next 5 years and it's a dome stadium, then they're going to hold the Super Bowl because they went overseas.
Y'all ain't got enough hotels just like Pittsburgh.
Well, the same thing. Well, that's
they're not trying to go to the toilet bowl.
I'm just.
What does Cleveland have to offer NFL fans?
Well, they got the Rock Hall of Fame. They got the Football Hall of Fame.
You can spend 3 hours in that. You're done.
You got the Football Hall of Fame there.
You can't get the massage table.
But what I'm saying to you is that they're getting a dome stadium.
I guess they could go see Ohio State basketball.
They're getting a dome stadium. So and they've already played overseas. So they're going to be in the running to have the Super Bowl there. I'm just telling you.
Ohio State basketball.
Hey, I'm being honest. I won't go to Cleveland either in the wintertime. But I'm just saying, if they had the Super Bowl they had the Super Bowl in St. Louis, and everything downtown is closed up. When they had the Super Bowl in St. Louis, everything downtown is closed up. You know what I'm saying? You had to go outside of St. Louis. You had to go.
Super Bowls in Tampa.
You had to go outside of St. Louis to go to anywhere. That place was.
There's enough space
that place
there. That's Kansas City. You can go different places. You ain't going nowhere from Cleveland, man. I'm telling you. I'm even saying it's not gonna be in Pittsburgh because of the same reason. They ain't got enough hotels.
Cleveland's not getting no Super Bowl, man.
I'm telling you right. If any team that goes overseas and plays a home game over there qualifies them to have a Super Bowl game. If they have, Cleveland's getting a dome. Cleveland's getting a dome, and that's one of the reasons. You get a dome and you want Super Bowl, and because you think about it, Jacksonville is like always going over there because Super Bowl's at Jacksonville.
How's Deshaun Watson doing?
I don't know. He on the sideline.
Did
you say something? Did you say something about
Super Bowl in Minnesota, and the fans just didn't like going there because it was just too cold. When the nightlife is around, it's too cold to be going out doing things. Where you go somewhere like Florida, California, some places like that where it's warm.
You even got it in New York.
You're thinking of the game being on the inside. But everything else that the fans do is not inside the dome.
Right, but in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken, in the wintertime they have tunnels to take you to wherever you want to go. Like in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is the same way. It's so cold up there it's so cold up there that they have tunnels for you to go to you drive your car underneath the tunnel, you go to the mall, you go to the movies, you go here, you go there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that those teams that play overseas, if it's a home game for them, then they're trying to get a Super Bowl.
I thought you said they were going to have a Super Bowl international.
No, we're saying that we're saying
that's what he said.
He said within the next 5 years, but they already have the Super Bowl for the next 4 years. And I said if Cleveland gets an indoor stadium within the 5 years, they'll probably be getting a Super Bowl because they went overseas.
But what I'm saying is, Kev, there's a famous song that came out by Houdini.
What?
By Houdini. That talks about the Super Bowl. Freaks come out at night. They ain't coming to Minnesota. They ain't coming to Cleveland. Because ain't no money be made.
Well, no, hang on.
No, hold on.
They got freaks there.
Hang on. Now, I'm going to say this about it, and then I'm going to be done with it because it's madness. Cleveland would get a Super Bowl only because they're the newest stadium. That's why Minnesota got one. Because they were the newest stadium. It was all glass. Nobody had ever seen anything like it. So they go to Minnesota, but all the new stadiums, the Raiders got one. Even though it's in Vegas, but it's always the new stadium.
Because the Super Bowl this year is in San Francisco, right?
Again, yeah.
Right, and then I think it's
in 28. That ain't new.
No, Atlanta's not new, but every new stadium that is open with a dome, if in cold weather, has gotten the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going only. And let's be real. If you really think about the stadiums that we got it without the dome,
yeah, that's the first outdoor cold weather.
If you see they ain't went back.
They ain't going back.
But if you think about it, like the Patriots probably won't get a dome. Pittsburgh will never get a dome. Those two places will probably play. Baltimore won't get a dome because Baltimore. It's cold, but it ain't like cold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It gets cold. Man.
And you think about
it don't get Minnesota
everything
cold.
Else. And the thing about it is, if you have last time we had the Super Bowl in Miami, it poured raining down there, right? So Miami's pretty much out of the runnings because of the time of the year. So you look at Jacksonville.
I think it rained the last time. I think it's the time before that when Prince was there. It rained.
Oh yeah.
So you look at Jacksonville. The weather's always beautiful there. You look at Tampa, it's on the west coast of Florida, so it don't. And New Orleans are always going to be in the runnings. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Rams. I mean, you got the Rams Stadium, 49ers, right?
You mean the Charger Stadium?
Vegas.
Stadium. Vegas.
Dallas.
It's the Rams Stadium.
Dallas.
It's the Rams Stadium. You know, Matthew Stafford had only threw two interceptions this year, right? You remember that, don't you? But anyway, so
yeah, real quick.
Yes, sir.
You want to know why the Browns are building that dome stadium? And I already know why.
I don't know. I mean, hold the Super Bowl.
When Deshaun Watson comes back, there's more stuff to do to that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're adding those massage table seats in that special suite section in that new dome.
He won't even be on that team when they're done with that stadium. They'll
sign an extension just for that purpose.
Now, so let me ask you guys
next year.
Let me ask you guys a question. Like Denver, do you think Denver should get a dome?
No.
Okay.
They like the advantage of the elevation.
Do you think Pittsburgh should get a dome?
No.
Fans love the cold too much.
They can get half dome.
Do you think the Jets and the Giants should get a dome?
No.
Nah, they already got a new stadium.
Where's the new stadium at?
That came up 3 years ago. That's why they had the Super Bowl.
But they ain't new.
It was a new stadium.
Yeah, it got built like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but it's not new. I mean, like, how long ago was the Super Bowl?
It's 5 years. You don't build stadiums for like 20 years. Oh, good Lord! It opened it.
Well, I'm saying
no way. Okay, that's MetLife Stadium. That ain't the right stadium.
Yeah, because the stadium I went to, they play it now, right? I went there and watched the Rams play with Kurt Warner. Did they change that? Is that newer than?
Opened in 2010.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a new stadium.
I mean, it was new when they played the Super Bowl in it.
Yeah.
The only thing new about that stadium is that they added like more like interior suites, I think, and lower level suites, like kind of like how the Cowboys do, but it's a little different. But other than that, it's about the same as what it was.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, certain teams like I think Pittsburgh would benefit from a dome, but the problem in Pittsburgh is they don't have the land to do it. That's the only problem.
They do now. They tore down Three Rivers.
I think the biggest issue there is the football field because Pitt plays there. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the field, that field is ate up because Pitt plays there. So
it wasn't yesterday. It looked really good yesterday. They did something different.
Did Pitt play at home? Or
Yeah.
was that no?
Yeah, Pitt played at home.
Okay.
They played at home.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because what happened was after the game was done, they had the grounds crew already out getting the grass fixed and ready for the Bengals-Steelers game.
Okay.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers said something about it.
So let me ask you a question, you guys. Are we sipping the Kool-Aid for the Patriots?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the one team that beat the Colts and the Patriots?
You know what? I'll flip the Kool-Aid.
Man, if you don't stop.
Who cares?
If you don't stop.
And sometimes they're offense.
I'm just saying, they both got 2 losses.
Yeah, they got 2 losses, and the Steelers got what, 5? 4. I mean, you know, you got 2 more than they do.
All I'm saying is this: we are the biggest Mr. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde team.
No, Atlanta is the biggest Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde team.
Because Atlanta ain't got. Atlanta don't look that good. The way we look against the Colts, the way that we look against New England, forcing 5 or 6 turnovers.
Atlanta's going to struggle now without Penix and London because they said London might be out for the year too, which is going to mess up my fantasy league team. Buffalo, are we sipping the Kool-Aid on Buffalo?
No.
Something ain't right up there.
The defense.
Something's not right.
I told y'all this year Buffalo's defense was gonna be so good.
Are we sipping the Kool-Aid on the Steelers?
Nope.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. When should we start sipping the Kool-Aid?
2 years from now.
No. If we beat Buffalo and Baltimore back to back, that'll be the only way.
When you get rid of that Food Line brand Kool-Aid and get the real Kool-Aid.
Right.
You buying that private label Kool-Aid. They got that private label Kool-Aid up there. It takes about 2 gallons of sugar to get it sweet.
We beat New England in New England.
He getting this from Aldi's.
I'm looking at the live feed I got. I think I'm on one of the live feed, and it looked like Tony Siragusa is watching me. I don't know if that's a real Tony Siragusa, but if it is, I got your jersey. 98 Baltimore Ravens is over here somewhere.
All right, fanboy.
I'm just letting you know. I was a Ravens fan when Cleveland left. I had to pick somebody. Look, I just didn't stay in Baltimore. I had to go back to Cleveland. Man, look, my love is in Cleveland.
Did you ever know that, Rich?
What?
This man had three football teams.
The Browns wasn't in play.
Browns ain't been in play since the 70s, man.
Yes.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Since
yes.
Bernie
acting like they got to change.
Yeah.
Tony Siragusa.
When Ernest Bynum.
Oh my God! You said you were a Ravens fan.
Yeah, when Ernest Bynum fumbled the ball, it was over.
I got Tony Siragusa's jersey.
Oh my God!
But he died.
Yeah, then somebody. It must be somebody that got his name. But just they watch the show. Thank you for watching. Everybody out there is watching. Thank you for watching. If you guys want to call into the show, 512-543-4662, or you can leave a comment.
Ravens fan. Now you understand why he hates Pittsburgh.
So
he had them for 2 teams.
So the Colts. Is we sipping the Kool-Aid on the Colts?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Nope. We exposed
the Colts should only have one loss for real. Let's be honest, they should only have one loss.
They got 2.
They should have one loss.
Now the Who's the one they shouldn't have lost to?
The Rams.
They should have lost. They should have lost to the Rams.
Yeah. They shouldn't have lost to the Rams.
They should have lost to the Rams.
We beat them down.
Jacksonville 6-4. We sipping that Kool-Aid?
No.
That's a Jekyll Hyde team. If you want to talk about Jekyll Hyde team, that's a Jekyll Hyde team too.
Where did they lose that Houston game? Terrible.
I'll sip the Wu-Tang.
Denver Broncos. Are we sipping the Kool-Aid?
Yes.
I am.
Especially if they get home field.
Yeah.
That's a huge advantage.
9-2. 6-0 at home. That game yesterday I was impressed with that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Kansas City's defense is getting a little old. Anybody agree, disagree?
Absolutely.
I agree.
And they get bored too.
What'd you say, Mo?
They're getting bored. They're trying to create another way to actually win.
So let me ask y'all a question then. Because they are 5-5 right now. They didn't play Denver twice, right? Let's look at the schedule real quick. So they got the Colts this weekend at the Cow. So the Colts game that's at home, right? That's a winnable game for them. I think.
Yeah, that's at home.
They got the Cowboys. They go to Dallas. They should beat the Cowboys. It should be the Texans. The Chargers gonna give them a run for the money, right? So they're 5-5 right now. Let's say 5-5. So you saying do you think they're gonna lose to the Colts, Mo?
No, I think they beat the Colts.
Okay, so they're 6-5. 7-5.
I think the only game they lose could be
8-5.
The Broncos.
The Chargers game.
They ain't losing.
I thought they played the Chargers. Broncos twice already. They lost to Kansas. They lost to the Chargers at the beginning of the season, right?
They lost to the Chargers at the start.
Yeah. Okay. So they got to play. So they're 5-5, 6-5, 7-5, 8-5. Chargers, we don't know what's gonna show up. Let's say 9-5. Titans 10-5. Broncos say they got the Broncos and Denver this time. That's 10-6. 11-6. So 11-6 gets them in the playoffs as a wild card. So that means they got to go on the road for every game they have to play. So if they were to do that and make it Super Bowl, there would be the third team that did that. You had Baltimore to do it, the Raiders that do it, right? That did it, and now you would have Kansas City that does that.
Are you serious right now?
What are you talking about? Am I serious?
Pittsburgh won the first Super Bowl from a wild card.
From a wild card.
As a number 6 seed.
Oh, that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago.
I was
still a teenager.
The Giants did it too.
I'm just throwing out the teams that come on top of my head that was wild card team. But what I'm saying to you is that 11-5. You're gonna remember everything about Pittsburgh. I don't really care about Pitt. You know, there's nothing in Pittsburgh. I do hate Pittsburgh. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm never going. I never sugarcoat it. I don't like Pittsburgh.
I used to like Cincinnati too.
I don't like Pittsburgh. Listen to me. I hate Pittsburgh and hate the Cowboys. So every week I cheer for 4 teams. Who the Rams and the Browns play and who Dallas and Pittsburgh play. I cheer for 4 teams. I don't like the 49ers either, but I respect them because of Joe Montana. I literally hate Pittsburgh and I hate Dallas.
Why don't you respect Pittsburgh?
Why should I?
You respect the 49ers, but don't respect Pittsburgh. That makes absolutely
Joe Montana.
No sense.
Joe Montana's 4-0. He's the GOAT. He's a GOAT.
Terry Bradshaw was 4-0.
I was wondering when he was going to come on.
Wait a minute. But Terry Bradshaw Terry Bradshaw wasn't as good as Joe Montana was.
He got 4 Super Bowls.
Terry Bradshaw says, he says, my wide receivers made me great. They're the reason why I got in the Hall of Fame. Joe Montana put people, he had people going to the Hall of Fame because of Joe Montana, not because of Terry Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying?
So you think Jerry Rice went to the Hall of Fame because of Joe Montana?
Joe Montana made Jerry Rice and he made all them guys look good out there. I mean, as a team.
Did he? Because Steve Young has more yards and more touchdowns than Jerry Rice than Joe Montana does.
But the thing about it is, though, is you look at Steve Young, he was a different type of quarterback than
it don't matter.
Montana. But no, it does matter because if you think about it, Joe Montana was more of a drop back quarterback. Steve Young could scramble with his feet, so that gives him opportunities to throw the ball more than Joe Montana did.
But Steve Young was throwing 4,000 yards a season. Like he was a drop back quarterback. Who just knew how to run.
Right, and Joe Montana didn't do that. He was a pocket passing quarterback.
But Joe Montana would get out on you.
He would what?
He would get out on you. He would leave the pocket and dip.
Okay, so who's a better runner, him or Steve Young?
I mean, Steve was a way better runner. But that doesn't. But Steve was a pocket passer.
I'm not saying
he wasn't Michael Vick.
He wasn't Michael Vick. I'm not saying Joe couldn't run, but Joe ran when he had to run. Well, 49ers made up plays for Steve Young to run the football.
That was very rare.
But it happened though. It happened.
Sometimes I don't know.
Okay, go back and check it out. So, we're sipping the Kool-Aid on Denver Broncos.
Wait a minute.
Because they're not beating the Colts.
You still said that Joe Montana's 4-0. And then when he brought up that Terry Bradshaw was 4-0.
I don't care. What part of Pittsburgh don't you know? What part of Pittsburgh don't you understand? I don't like. There's nothing about the Steelers I like. Every time they lose, I go to my Irish whiskey and take a shot. Every time.
I do the same thing for Baltimore. I don't take a drink. I just vote Purple Monday.
I loved it when
I
Turkey Jones
in Baltimore. That's the difference. You don't live in Pittsburgh.
I love when Turkey Jones slammed Terry Bradshaw on the ground and he did like this. Yeah. And then Mean Joe Green comes and clothesline Brian Sykes.
You don't respect the steel curtain.
What?
Seven in the Hall of Fame.
I don't like Pittsburgh, period. The only listen to me, the only player in Pittsburgh that I give love to is Franco Harris. You know why I give Franco Harris love?
He went to Penn State.
No, because him and my uncle are really, really good friends. But anyways, getting back to what we're talking about. Are we sipping the Kool-Aid on the Eagles?
Yeah, once they pick up Jalen Phillips, they look much better on defense.
Okay.
And it's just some time before that offense starts rolling.
What'd you say, Lou?
Eagles don't win pretty; they just win.
Yeah, they win ugly. They win pretty. They just win.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears. We sipping Kool-Aid on them?
No.
Yes. Yep.
Somebody said no. Who said no?
I said no.
Why not?
I'm not sipping the Kool-Aid on KC neither. But Chicago.
Why are you sipping on the Berenstain Bears?
I don't think that the Bears are going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to fold.
Ooh. So let's look at the schedule real quick.
Pittsburgh.
Like, we played them in a couple weeks. And whoever wins that game,
now
is the team that's going to the playoffs.
This schedule is tough. They got Pittsburgh, Eagles, Green Bay. They should beat the Browns. Green Bay, 49ers line. Their schedule ain't a. This is the hardest part of their schedule right now coming up, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me see. The Vikings, Cowboys, the Raiders, Commanders, the Saints, the Bengals, the Giants, all of them have losing records right now. All of them have. All them teams that they won, they have losing. I mean, when they lost to the Vikings, they lost to the Lions, but Cowboys, they won, losing record. Raiders got a losing record. Commanders have a losing record. Saints have a losing record. The Bengals, the Giants, and the Vikings, they all have losing records. But this is where the rubber meets the road. Pittsburgh, the Eagles, the Packers, the Browns, the Packers again, the 49ers, the Lions. So with that being said, are we sipping the Kool-Aid on the Green Bay Packers?
No.
So let me ask you guys a question. Who do y'all think comes? Go ahead, Mo.
I'm going to say yes, just because Jordan Love got hurt and came back and had to throw. And now without Jacobs, he's going to have to throw. So when Jacobs come back, they will be able to play both. And they have a good defense.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this is going to make him better.
Rich, you looking like you got something to say, Rich. What you got to say?
I think if you try to put the team on this young man's back, he is going to fold. Like, I don't see Jordan Love being capable of carrying this offense into the playoffs. The defense is good. It's not great, but it is good. But I think they're not good enough to make the playoffs. Not this year. Josh Jacobs, without him, there's no fear. They're going to pin their ears back. They're going after him.
Ooh. So who do you guys think wins the division? Green Bay, Chicago, or the Lions?
The Lions.
Still got Green Bay.
So let me ask you guys about the game last night with the Lions. He's 0-4 on fourth downs. Have everybody caught on to the Lions?
No.
Quinyon Mitchell just locked down. Locked down St. Brown. Nobody else has been able to lock down St. Brown.
Now I'm going to say in Austin in St. Brown's defense, Jared Goff was awful last night. Like there was throws that should have been made. He should have caught, but they just weren't even good throws. They just weren't good throws. Jared Goff was like way off last night.
You know why it was terrible?
The defense.
Because the weather. He can't play in that type of weather.
Because the Eagles hit him. Same reason that Pittsburgh beat Indianapolis. They hit Brown or whatever his name is.
But you know what? Though, I want you guys to think about this. So, BK Holloway, that's on Hodgepodge, said that they won the trade between Brad Stafford and Goff, right? Do you guys think that's still the case?
Who won the trade? Detroit or
Detroit won the trade between Goff and
Stafford. Unless you win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Rams won the Super Bowl. So the Rams won that trade already.
Okay.
Yes, they got a lot of picks. Yes, they got Goff. But they ain't won anything. Rams got it done.
Okay, I want to get your opinion on it because I'm going to ask him again about it because he was adamant about they won that trade. I was like, no.
I will say though, if Detroit wins the Super Bowl, then it's an argument for both. Because everything that Detroit got from it is from that trade.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, did you guys sipping the Kool-Aid?
No.
They got exposed. They're just too injured. They're down to number
dry Kool-Aid, not the cool Kool-Aid.
First two wide receivers and they start running back.
Carolina Panthers, are we sipping that Kool-Aid 6-5?
No.
They ain't even gonna make the playoffs.
Los Angeles Rams.
What's the Wu-Tang?
Los Angeles Rams 8-2. Are we sipping the Kool-Aid?
No.
I say yes.
Yeah.
I kicked that Kool-Aid down the street.
Just because y'all beat them. Just because you beat them.
Go ahead.
I'm not always sip the Kool-Aid.
Go ahead, Matthew.
I'll say this right now. I think they will win the division. Kool-Aid.
Okay. Are we sipping the Kool-Aid on Seattle Seahawks?
No.
You know you missed the team, right?
What team did I miss?
The Steelers?
AFC North. No, he said. No, I even said I'm not sipping on the Steelers.
No, I know we did talk about the Steelers.
Hottest team in the league.
You talking about Baltimore?
But the second hottest team in the league. Yeah.
Well, they're 5-5. I don't know. I don't want to put them in the category of sipping the Kool-Aid.
They one game out of the division.
Ain't they 6-1?
They're 5-5, but they're not playing good football right now. Something is not right with Lamar. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Until they play Cleveland.
I don't think he's 100%.
Lamar's not right. You're right.
Something's not right with him. And I know he's tired of Myles Garrett smacking him in his head and knocking him down yesterday. But something's not right with him. I'm telling you that right now. But I'm doing teams with winning records. They're 5-5. 49ers, are we sipping the Kool-Aid?
Absolutely.
They beat the Rams.
And the Seahawks.
So let's look at the card. Let's look at the 49ers record. Schedule. They get the Panthers, the Browns, the Titans. That game's the Browns game is in Cleveland, so that's gonna be a tough one. I think last year didn't we play on last year?
The year before.
Okay. So you got the Panthers should be a win. The Browns should win. Titans should be a win. At the coach, that's going to be a big one. And you got the Bears and at Seahawks. So you're looking at which is 7-4 right now. 8-4, 9-4, 10-4.
We're going to lose one more game the rest of the season.
11-5.
We're gonna lose to the Seahawks.
11-6. I say 11-6. I think I don't know. The Bears, the Colts game, that should be a good game. That might be a high scoring game. So that's 2 games right there that we're looking at that could be really good games. Mm-hmm. So let me see who else we got. So that's all about sipping.
I say the reason I'm not drinking on the 49ers Kool-Aid because I think injuries is gonna catch up with them. I think they just got too many injuries on that defense. I think gonna hurt them. And not Mac Jones, but Purdy. He's not proven that he can stay healthy, and we know how CMC is. He's kind of up and down too. But if they can keep what they got healthy, they'll be decent. But I don't see them making a run in the playoffs.
Okay.
He's going to the Super Bowl. I don't know what he's talking about. No, I'm just playing.
So check this out, guys. We doing really good. We had an hour and 30 minutes right now. So the report card came out. The report card 2025 for NFL that deals with treatment of families, food, diner, nutrition, dietitian, locker room, training room, staff, weight room, coaches. It says strength coaches, team travel, head coaches, owners, right? So as the owners, the Arizona Cardinals got a D. Carolina Panthers got a D minus. No, I'm sorry, they got a D minus. Carolina got a D minus. The Patriots got a D. I don't know. I don't get that. The Jets got an F. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a D plus. That's
the Giants.
The Giants got what are they at? New York Giants. New York Giants got a C plus.
So what did the Cowboys get? Because their team is terrible.
Well, but check this out. The Cowboys got for ownership. They got a B.
How is that even possible?
Believe it or not,
pays everybody they got late and gives them more money than everybody else does.
The Falcons got an A plus. Baltimore got an A. Chicago got an A minus. Denver got an A. Detroit got B plus. Green Bay got an A minus. Houston got an A.
Hey, what's Cincinnati?
Cincinnati got a C for ownership because he don't spend no money. Wow. Jacksonville got a B plus.
Well,
Kansas City got a C minus.
Well, between
Vegas got an A. The Chargers got an A. The Rams got a C with ownership. That's crazy because he just gave away a bunch of tickets for $5 to go watch them play yesterday. The Dolphins got an A plus. The Vikings got an A plus. New England got a D. New Orleans got an A. Wow. Jets got an F.
So do you think?
Go ahead.
Do you think that's a good thing that he gave away tickets for $5?
Yeah, because they gave it to fans that couldn't afford to go to the games.
I mean, but the Rams don't really fill their stadium that much. SoFi's not really sold out ever. Unless we're there and we sell it out for y'all.
Well, the thing about it is, you got to realize, like, Rams are not
they're not a football team.
The St. Louis fans ain't coming. They ain't come to see the Rams play because they hate them for moving, right? So you lost all that fan base. Period. You know what I'm saying? So the fan base they have in Los Angeles are probably a newer fan base, to be perfect.
Well, they were the LA Rams before they were the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, but then they moved to St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
And they moved to St. Actually,
they sell out in St. Louis.
They sell out in St. Louis. Actually, they started in Cleveland, and then they went to Los Angeles, and then they went to St. Louis, went back to Los Angeles. But in St. Louis,
it'd be hard for St. Louis fans.
In St. Louis, the fans wasn't really following them. They were more. That's more of a baseball town.
That's a baseball town.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, whenever you play a home game and you gotta do silent count, that doesn't say a lot. That doesn't say a
Just
lot for
remember,
your
they
team.
had two St. Louis Cardinal teams there.
Yeah. Well, they had two football teams there. They had the Arizona St. Louis Cardinals that moved to Arizona, and then St. Louis, the Rams went there. The reason why the Rams left is because they wouldn't work, they wouldn't do anything to the dome, and all the last 2 games of the season always had to be on the road because they had like a farm show activity going in there, and they would not change it. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey man, we real about our farms in St. Louis, baby.
Did you know?
We ain't no football town.
So
and they ain't doing it for the Cardinals.
They ain't doing it for the Cardinals.
So the
they do it
locker room
for the Cardinals. But they ain't gonna do it for the Cardinals.
The locker room, Arizona Cardinals get an F-. The Falcons get an A+.
You want to know why they get an F-?
Why they get an F-?
It's okay. So that stadium was how they treat their fans. When you buy like the specialty seats and family seats, when they do the promotions like that, like when you buy the family seats, there's supposed to be like a discount on the food and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case. Second of all, I believe the Arizona Cardinals are the only NFL team that still has to have their players pay for food each day when they go to practice each day if they want to eat.
Wow, I didn't know that. And that's weird because I'm gonna tell you like that. So Arizona treatment of families a D+, food and diner is a D-. Cleveland Browns got a D+ in family treatment, a C- in food and diner. Denver has a C- and B+. Jacksonville got an F and a C+. I'm trying to figure out the Jacksonville situation. That's crazy.
I'm still waiting for the Steelers.
Where the Steelers at? Let me see here. Steelers got C- and a B- in family, treatment of families and food and dining.
Let me just say this one thing. I love how Najee Harris talked about how our workout facility wasn't as good as what they had in the Chargers, but then he gets hurt in the first game.
Wow.
Out for the season.
So 49ers are B+ and A. Miami's an A and A+ in treatment of Washington is a B+ in treatment of family and food. The locker rooms. Cleveland gets an F-. Denver gets an F.
Too much baby oil on the
floor. Washington gets an F.
Where's Seattle at?
But you know what's weird is that Washington's getting ready to get a new stadium, and Cleveland's getting ready to get a new stadium. Mm-hmm. Who did you ask for, Matthew? You said Seattle?
Yep. Because I've been in that stadium.
Seattle's locker room is a B+. Training is a C.
I'm sure Kansas City got a horrible grade. I heard they had rats in there.
So, head coaches, check this out. So, Arizona head coach got an A. Falcons got an A+. Baltimore got a B. Buffalo got a B. Carolina got an A-. Chicago has a C. Cincinnati has an A. Cleveland has a C. Dallas has an A. Denver has an A. Detroit has an A+. Green Bay has an A-. Houston has an A. The Colts have an A. Jacksonville has a C. Kansas City has an A+. Vegas has an A-. Chargers has a B. Rams have an A. Miami has an A+. Curry. Minnesota has a B+. Patriots got a B+. Saints have a B-. Giants have a B+. Jets have a B. Eagles have an E-. Pittsburgh has an A. San Francisco has an A. Seattle has an A. Tampa has a B-, B+. Tennessee has an A-, and Washington has an A+. So this is a report card come out on how people all the players and stuff, and the NFL is saying they don't like it because it shows some deficiencies in the owners and how the owners are taking care of the players and things of that nature. But you look at the ones that had Fs, right? So the locker room got an F. So you got Cleveland's getting ready to get a new stadium, and Washington getting ready to get a new stadium. So it's probably not. It's probably not as up to date as it should be. When it comes to the stadiums, right? So now, must-see games. Let's get you right here. We got week 12. We have Buffalo at Houston on Thursday night. Should be a good game. Pittsburgh at Chicago should be a good game. The coach in Kansas City is must see. Tampa at the Rams could be a must see. That Carolina at the 49ers game, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game, guys. I think Carolina got a pretty good defense. But we'll see how this thing turns out. Who did Pittsburgh play?
The Bears.
Who did you say they played? They played Chicago, right? So yes, that's at Chicago. So that should be a good game. That's a 1:00 game. I would rather for that. That should be a 4-5 game. Kick Jacksonville, Arizona, Cleveland, and the Rays out of there, and put that as a 4:00 game. And the Green Bay, Minnesota, Green Bay, make that a 4:00 game.
East Coast.
Huh?
Does Chicago play in the East Coast?
Nah, they're Midwest.
They play 1:00 games at home.
1:00 games at home.
Yeah. So, anything else? We got anything else we want
It's
to talk
so
about?
weird to think about. We only have 7 games left in the season.
Are you? Let me ask you guys a question. Are y'all in agreement with them? Is extending the season out to 20 games? Are you guys okay with that?
Happen, brother.
Unless they pay them a lot more money.
Rich got the munchies, everybody.
He's trying to get us an endorsement, man.
So let me ask y'all guys a question, right? Any new coaches on the hot seat this week? I got one I think could be on the hot seat.
Yeah, me too.
I got one more. Who you have, Kerry?
Sean McDermott. I've already said that before.
For Buffalo?
I think if he don't get far in the playoffs, I think that window is starting to close up on him, and I think they're gonna have to make a decision on him.
Okay. Anybody else? I got one. Anybody else new on the hot seat?
Not new. But I got Zach Taylor.
Oh yeah.
He ain't new.
No, he's not new. I think
he's never with them three Hebrew boys.
I'm gonna say this. I think my man in Washington could be on the hot seat.
Dan Quinn.
Oh yeah, Quinn.
Yeah.
The only thing that may save him is he lost his quarterback.
But he's a defensive
coordinator. They're saying he shouldn't have been in the game.
Yeah, I think
that's why
being a defensive coordinator, being a head coach and defensive coordinator, you would think the defense would be better. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much they lost everything they lost was on the offensive side of the football. Now I understand you can't score points, but you still should be able to play better defense than what they're playing. So that's the field all the time. That's the new guy that could be on the hot seat. I think my man in Atlanta. Well, since he got, but I think since Penix got hurt, that might have saved his job. I think
he should be fired, and so should the GM.
You said, would you say, Rich?
He should be fired, and so should the GM.
And what did you say, Curry?
I said he had a losing record before Penix got hurt. Penix just got hurt yesterday.
Yeah, but they still playing good football. Go ahead, Mo.
Let's have a real conversation about this. Right now, Kansas City and Baltimore are not in the playoffs.
No, they're not. They almost gotta win out.
What if they don't make it?
I don't believe in Kansas City.
There's a chance. Both of them don't make it. I think Baltimore more than Kansas City. I told you from the start of the season, John Harbaugh's been on a hot seat.
I think Baltimore. Let me see. Let's look at Baltimore's schedule coming up.
They got
the Jets. They got the Jets. That's 6-5. They got Cincinnati. That's 7-5. They play Pittsburgh. Is that at home or away?
Mm-hmm.
Is that home?
They got 2 games with them.
This one is home. Yeah, we got the last game at Pittsburgh. That's why I like our odds of winning the division.
They got the Patriots
because they still got to go to Green Bay. Think about looking at last 3 games.
Oof. The Patriots. Ooh, man. But you know what though? I don't think he gets fired. But I'm gonna tell you what I think the problem with Baltimore is. And I think Baltimore is like the 5th oldest team in the NFL right now. I think age has caught up with that team.
If he doesn't make the playoffs, he gets fired.
You think so?
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. I think it's been too many times.
So let me ask you a question. What record do they need to have for him to get fired? Because if they go, let's say they go
9-8.
Let's say they 9-8. And
they go 10-7, they're gonna win the division. That means they're gonna probably beat us one or twice.
But if he goes 9-8, right? I don't think they get rid of him because of the issues of them not having players that can play. I mean, because of the injuries. But I think what Baltimore has to do is Baltimore has to get younger. And by getting younger, that may close that window on Derrick Henry still playing with them. But I think that's the problem because if I'm not mistaken, I think Baltimore is like the 4th or 5th oldest team, and it's more heavy on the defensive side.
You know that Flacco wants to beat them, and he gets them twice in 3 weeks. Around Pittsburgh.
But
he's going to lose both times.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I don't believe
I'm just saying this. They never play well. Their defense never plays well against Cincinnati. They've never played Flacco with Cincinnati. But Joe Burrow might be back by that time period too.
But they probably ain't gonna play Joe Burrow. If they can't make the playoffs, they probably won't play him. But that's
they're gonna lose next week without Chase.
You sound like a homer.
I'm not a homer. You the one that's like Joe Flacco for the Browns.
No, you sound like a homer. He's like, yo, they're gonna lose the ball. They're not gonna lose to Cincinnati. Cincinnati just blows games because of defense. They spend all their money on offense and then put it in on the defense.
What did Baltimore do early this day? They're one injury away.
You mean they filed a loan?
Would you say, Mo?
They're one injury away.
Who? Baltimore.
I ain't even talking about Lamar.
I still
talking about Ronnie
Stanley. I still think something's wrong with Lamar. But I think the problem with Baltimore is that they don't have the youth on their team that they need to a next player up. I think that's the problem with them is they don't have a good 53-man roster. And when guys get hurt, it hurts them badly to the point where they got to put somebody in that's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? There's that gap of being a starter and being a starter and come off the bench is really wide for Baltimore because they're heavy on the defense age-wise. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, I think they might be the 4th or 5th oldest team in the NFL. I'm not for sure. But their schedule is tough, though. But Matthew, what did you comment about?
I said Cincinnati didn't pay the money. They filed a loan to get that offense. Because as a reminder, the Cincinnati Bengals, I believe, are the only team left that's currently controlled by one person, which is why they've been cheap. They are so cheap. They have to do auctions each year on the TVs in the suites, and then the club seats under those viewing roofs, so they can get those rookie contracts settled up within their middle round.
I heard that before. And that's another team. Maybe they need to force the owner to sell the team. Like the Cowboys, they need to force Jerry Jones to sell the team because he's doing a disservice to the Cowboy Nation. Cincinnati could be in the same boat.
I love Jerry Jones being the coach of that team.
Being the coach or the owner?
Everything.
Okay. Let's talk about some basketball. Hey, Rich, there's rumors Anthony Davis coming to Chi-Town.
That's what I hear.
What's up with that? What y'all gonna give up to get him? Let me ask you a question. Do you want him?
From what I saw,
I mean, I don't really want him because he's just an injury prone big man, but we need a presence in the middle. Vooch just isn't enough of a presence defensively. But they talking about
Weren't y'all 5-0?
Who?
Y'all were 5-0, right?
Yeah.
Have you been watching basketball?
We were 6-1. We went on a 4 or 5 game losing streak.
Man, I ain't watching basketball. I ain't watching football. I'm just happy to be divorced, man. That's what I've been worried about.
Oh, Lord have mercy. There we go. So,
You talking about practice?
So we were talking about this in the chat room. With the Dallas Mavericks. I think Nico is not the only person. I don't think Nico didn't come up. He don't know if he came with the idea, because I think Finley had something to do with that as well. A trading Luka to LA, which we know if they would have put it out there to trade him, they could have got way more than what they got. So a lot of that falls on Finley and Nico and the ownership for trading Luka. Now I know they're having a rough year, but they don't. Kyrie's not there right now, and you got your boy AD in street clothes again. I just think that it is weird that AD is always hurt, because he started as a point guard, right? And he had that growth spurt, and now he's playing center, or he's playing the forward spot for Dallas whenever he gets out there and plays. But I don't. If I'm Chicago, man, I'm not trading for him, because I don't care. I don't know if there's enough motivation in him to want to go somewhere and play and prove everybody wrong. I think he doesn't have that. To me, he doesn't have that Bill Walton mentality. Bill Walton went to the Boston Celtics. He said, "Bad feet, no, I'm going to try to play every game." Right?
Yeah, because they were a really good team. Anthony Davis, the East is open.
It is, but I don't know. But so, do you want a part-time Davis or do you want a full-time Davis? Because if he goes to Chicago, he's not going to play all. He's not going to play a lot of games. He's going to be on low management.
Well, Anthony Davis is what, 30? I'm thinking AD's going to come to Chicago. If this is the direction that they go. And I think he's going to feel a bit of a boost because he's from Chicago. He's coming home to play in front of his friends and family every night. 32, okay.
But then that's a lot of pressure too to come back home and play.
I don't think so.
Friends and family.
I don't think so because you have Kobe still gonna be there. From the trade ideas that I've seen. The trio is gonna be Kobe, Giddey, and AD. And then you got Buzelis and whoever else they decide to throw in there.
I'm not getting rid of Giddy. I'm sorry.
No, Giddy's not going nowhere.
Giddy's not going nowhere.
Who's in the trade then? Who did you say was in trade?
It would have been. They have Vooch. Patrick Williams, Ayo Dosunmu, and two first rounders, and a second.
So you're giving up 3 players for 1, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where are you gonna get those 3 players from?
Where are we gonna get those players from?
Yeah.
They'll figure. So there might be a third team involved. Like I have no idea how they're gonna work this out. But those are the ideas that I've been seeing. Was that? But then I saw one with Kobe White.
Okay.
Because he's a free agent at the end of the season. So they, they was like, we might let Kobe go. Because Josh Giddey's doing a bunch of the scoring. And with AD coming, I mean, he's going to score and rebound and block shots and do things. So I don't know. I mean, if we're going to do it, we might as well go big. See if we can get Zion Williamson too. Maybe he can change his madness up.
Hell no. You asking for 2 street clothes. Yo, how do you start the season with a hamstring pull?
I don't know.
How do you do that?
He tripped on the.
He is stealing money. So wait a minute. So the contract that he has, it has all these things in the contract where his body fat got to be at a certain percentage, and his contract is crazy. So he's not getting what he actually say he's getting. I mean, what he was signed for. There's a lot of if and buts in his contract. That's not y'all. I can't like I'm gonna say this, like when Boston got Porzingis, I wasn't really on top. I really didn't care, but I didn't want Porzingis for real. But we needed a center that could shoot the 3, right? And at the end of the year, you saw that he wasn't healthy. He didn't stay healthy, and even last year he went through a situation where he had some kind of virus or whatever, and he's just holding on, right? So that was my biggest thing. But if you think about it, like Wemby now, Wemby's going to be out for a while because he has a calf strain or whatever. And I'm surprised at San Antonio Spurs are not bringing him along better than what they're bringing him along, because he's been hurt 2 years in a row, right? The one had something to do with the blood or something like last year, which he had no control over. But my thing is, if he has calf issues, he's always going to have a calf issue because it's hard for those things to heal, and you don't want that Achilles to pop or that calf to pop, and that's what's wrong with AD is his calf muscle again. So I'm really surprised at how San Antonio is not bringing this guy along better health wise, because with Pop is still there. Look how he did Tim Duncan. Look how he did Kawhi Leonard. Those old guys, them guys always stayed healthy. But is it something about guys who are 7 foot that never can stay healthy? You think about 7-footers that's in the NBA and how many actually can stay healthy. Look at Embiid. He can't stay healthy. You look at Yao Ming. He had foot problems. You know what I'm saying? Is it because their body's not built to play basketball that they go through this? But go ahead.
It's because the blood doesn't flow to their extremities the way it does for us, because our we're more compact. But that way, Yao Ming specifically, all his was a cut on his toe. And it would not heal because he's not getting enough blood to his foot to help heal it.
Okay.
And so it's like they need two hearts.
Okay. Rich.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mo, I know you're happy about your divorce and everything, and you got a shout out for it and everything like that. I'm happy that you're a single man now, that you can do whatever you want to do. But what do you think about the Celtics? What do you see that you like and you don't like? What are you noticing about them?
I love Minot. He's got crazy hops. He plays defense. I love seeing Jordan Walsh gets the run. I love Ugo on defense. I love when he was starting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a fit for Anthony Simons. I don't see what they're trying to do with Sam Hauser anymore. Sam Hauser needs space. We're not giving him space because we don't have enough. We don't have Tatum. But my big thing is this. If they can trade Anthony Simons for a 4 or a 5, I'd actually rather have a 4. We could find a 4.
Who would you want?
I don't know. I've been looking. I'm actually on the trade machine right now. I'm trying to look at teams in the West.
Because Larkin was they were looking at Larkin until he got hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the one guy you're thinking of?
Sabonis.
Okay.
That would be huge.
I did see that Sabonis would be.
We'd have to give up Pritchard.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Why?
I would.
I don't want to
I
give
would
up.
absolutely give him up.
I'm not giving up Pritchard and Howard and Hauser both. Both of them would be in that trade. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
I'm giving up both of them.
So
you got Tatum, you got Brown, you got Sabonis, you still have D. White, and then you play Manat at the 4.
You giving up Anthony Hardaway, Anthony Simons,
giving up Simons,
Pritchard, and Hauser. I'm not giving up all 3 of those.
I'll be kicking them dudes to the curb.
They can go Hauser and Simmons, but I'm not giving up Pritchard. I'm sorry.
That's not enough. He makes 47 million. He makes 43 million.
Who does?
And we got to give up like 48 to get it.
I would be sending all 3 of them dudes to the cornfields.
I'm not doing that because who's going to be the point guard this year? Then?
D. White is already point guard.
He's not. Too easy. He can't be the point.
D. White.
He can't be the
point. Brown. Tatum when he's healthy.
Well, we ain't talking about Tatum because he ain't healthy right now.
Actually, the boy could be practicing. They say, but they holding him back. Then you put Manat at the 4. Then you got Kata at the 5, or you got Sabonis at the 5. Or you put Kata at the 5 and Sabonis at the 4. Then we running 2 bigs like we ran all of last year. Man, you killing me. Because that's a better team than we had last year.
But the thing about I think what you're doing now is if you're gonna make White the point guard, that takes away from him being able to create his own shot.
White was the point guard last year.
Right, but you had Jrue Holiday. But last year you had guys that allowed him to get open because they all could shoot. Now this year his percentage, he's like what 8 for him and Hauser both are terrible from the street.
Yeah. You know why his shooting percentage is down? Because they can't spread the floor. Because he's shooting too much. Pritchard's shooting is down too. It's because they get more. Because Tatum isn't there. Tatum is there. He takes a lot of that off.
Well, I think more of it is not having a big that can shoot the 3, because that opens the floor for everybody.
I don't think so.
Because when Porzingis was there and he shot the 3. Who?
Luka Garza. What you call it shooting threes?
I'm not saying
shooting threes. He ain't shooting well. Boucher's shooting threes.
I'm not saying he can't shoot the 3, but he's not Porzingis. You know what I'm saying? He can't hit fake and drive to the basket.
Porzingis is shooting from 30 feet.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that opens the floor up for everybody else. That's where
it ain't because of Porzingis. It's because of missing Tatum.
I don't think so.
We're missing an all NBA player, man.
Even though you're missing Tatum, like if you had Tatum on this team right now, the games that we lost that are close, that we win those games, right? But we still lose some games. But we still can't spread the floor because the 5 is in the paint. We need the 5 to be able to open up the floor so that everybody else can dribble, drive, and pass it out to the 3.
Dude. Tatum is healthy. We're playing Manat at the 5 and the at the end of the game.
At the end of the game. I don't know.
There's not many big fives out there to really guard anymore.
I'm not keen on giving up all three of those guys, bringing Sabonis in there. No. If they do that, then they might.
I'm throwing in Shireman too. He needs to go. We need more Ugo.
All right, guys, we had our 2 hours, man. We had our 2 hours. Before we leave, Matthew, shout out to anybody, anything you want to shout out for.
Well, I guess shout out to everyone right now during this time.
Okay. Hope things we're keeping you in our prayers, brother. And you know, it's a hard pill to swallow. Losing a loved one like that. Lou, give us a shout out on something. The Jets got a new quarterback next week.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna get a personal shot with brother-in-law who's birthday is today.
Okay. Curry, give us a shout out.
All right, shout out to the Miami Dolphins, winners of the 3 out of the last 4.
Rich, give us a shout out.
Shout out to the 49ers for doing what they do, and shout out to Harrisburg Cougars for their success. I hope they would get this state title this year, so we can go ahead and get that monkey off our back.
Get it off. Mo.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead, Rich.
I want to give a shout out to the Susquehanna Township Indians too. On the crazy comeback with the game-winning touchdown with 2 seconds left on the clock from the 10. It was dope. I hope that they move on and do some big things too.
It's gonna be hard. The running back got hurt. My little cousin got hurt. Got a high ankle sprain, so he's going. I think my cousin took him to see a specialist today. And somebody tomorrow, but he got a high ankle sprain, so he might not be around. He got hurt on defense. Yeah. Mo, give us a shout out.
Shout out to my divorce lawyer. Okay, I'm joking.
Wait a minute. No. So wait a minute. So since you want to bring this up, the background looks the same. So who moved out of the house?
We're selling the house in a couple of weeks.
Oh, so you get a new crib?
Yeah.
A bachelor crib?
Oh yeah. Anywho, shout out to Mason Rudolph. Shout out to my fantasy squad for finally winning a couple of games. Shout out to Jamar Chase. You punk. You liar. You should be in divorce court next. All right, I'm done.
All right. Rich, you had something else you want to say?
Shout out to my fantasy team. We up right now on Team CBMA right now. But we got a game to play tonight.
What's the percentage?
59% for me.
And 41 for me.
Yep.
No, you got 40 with a 1% inaccuracy. Come on now, man.
I got somebody playing tonight, I think.
You do. Tucker.
The kicker, right?
No, Tucker, the wide receiver.
Wide receiver, okay.
He think he got Tucker on his team. Hey, that's the Sean Watson, bro. That's the Sean Watson.
I had to pick somebody up. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Harrisburg Cougars.
Absolutely.
12-0. Absolutely. Doing their thing. We playing Central York next Friday night at Cedar Cliff. Hopefully the weather is decent. If it's raining, I'm not going. I'm too old to stand in the rain, man. I just ain't got it no more in me. I just ain't got it no more in me. I want to give a shout out to my Los Angeles Rams, beating Seattle, beating the 49ers. Yep. We got Tampa coming up. I'm gonna give a shout out to to my Dodger gear finally came in back to back. See it? Hey, Mo, go ahead and look at it, Mo. Go ahead and look at it, Mo. I'm gonna give a shout out to all the guys that be on the show with me, man. That we have a lot of fun with the show. We just doing what we do. We just having fun, man. Talking about sports. Everybody that's on the live feed that's watching, thank you guys for being on the live feed. You guys can always call in the show, 512-543-4662 to talk about some sports. Basketball season starting to ramp up. High school basketball. Lady Cougars, we had a tryout today. We look pretty decent. We need some height, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
I do have one more shout out.
Go ahead, Curry.
Yeah, shame on me, but shout out to my wife who we celebrate her birthday on this past Saturday. We had a really nice party here at the house. Had about 22 people here that turned out for her, and we had a nice dinner, a nice party, a lot of eating, and a lot of what else.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But we had a great time. We had a great time though, and we just try to just thankful for another year.
That's right. That's right, man.
Curry,
again, shout out to Matthew, who lost his grandmother over the weekend. Miss Sue Allen, better known as would you call it Susie? Was it Susie? I think it was. Also keep him in prayer. Anybody else that you know that's under the weather? Haven't talked to Dana in a minute, so I don't know what's going on with his father. Hopefully, no news is good news, but I know he's working a different job now, so it's keeping him busy. I know he would really love to come on and talk about the Miami Dolphins doing their thing. With that being said, guys, man, y'all guys have a great weekend, and we will see y'all next Monday. Here we go.
Peace.
Here we go.
Thank you for listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show. You have been entertained in the sports world by K. Dinks from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with a large heart, Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida, and Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. Remember, we throw stones and we do live in glass houses. Big time players make big time plays and big time games. Stay ready to be ready. You have been listening to an In the Zone Sports Talk Radio production. Remember, you can hear us again on star107fm.com on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.